Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 12-2, the Zodiac Age on the MysteriousJG. Not that it was a huge amount of effort, but I saved you the trip back out of the mines and into the Star-Ass residence. The Star-Ass residence, Try to make this video a little on the short side if possible, because of the last one being so frickin' long. Well, let's see what's up with these little kids, and then we'll talk to the person who actually gave us the hunt. Amba's very, very upset with me. I cannot go outside for a month. Hanta hanta. But I must forgive her, for she apologized to me first for the scolding. Why would she apologize? Ah, yes, you must not tell Amba I dropped the Side 11 key, Badra. Aye, she would be most furious if she knew. I wonder where it is now. Amba thought my brother had run away from home, you see, for she had scolded him fiercely before he went to the mines. But Badra, you must understand, neither my brother nor I wish to run away from home. It was to be an adventure. I'm sorry now, though. You sure are. My children are safely returned. How can I possibly thank you, brother? I'm a man now for some reason. We got not that much gil, a bubble belt, and a sickle blade. Because you made children at home, can't thank you enough. Bubble belt. I guess we didn't already have access to those. That's an accessory that automatically gives you bubble, which doubles your max HP. Other than a handful of battles, where damage is dealt based on your max HP, like enemies that use Demi and stuff, it's generally just a good thing. Bubble is usually pretty darn good. Occasionally, it is not. Alright, so we've got the pariahs here. Marquis prepares a resistance out in the marches. I ask you to do nothing to interfere with our plans. Have we understood, brother? What do you think about that? You think nothing. Okay. Just gonna refresh my memory. I don't think we've got any more, finish the one at Bujerba. I don't... Oh, no, we do have a... No, we finished that one. Never mind. Don't think we have any that we haven't already done at Bujerba. So let's fly out of here and see if we can meet one of these other daddy cools. It's a little joke for Bobo, who's not watching this series, but he also was like, hey, I think I'm the only person who understands why you made a reference to the rock being around at a point in Red Dead Redemption, where there was kind of like a blues harp type of sound, but it was like a harmonica mouth harp sound. I was like, there wasn't some in-joke between us. His theme music in WWE had a blues harp. Twang. So it's not something that, like, Bobo and I would, like, joke about that the rest of the world wasn't aware of. At any rate. Flights to Ravenaster. Changed my mind. Oh no, Kupo. Is there any a place else we can fly to from here? Wait, who fell ill? Oh, the Marquis. The Marquis de Sade. The docent doesn't really give us... Yeah, she just talks about how it works. She doesn't actually book flights. So I'm thinking... Later in the game, maybe like when we get to the Imperial capital, you might be able to fly airships there. But for now, the only place we can fly to is a return trip to Ravenaster. And if they said there's 6 sisters, and the only 2 places with aerodromes we've seen so far... Well, I guess we'll see. So we will go by leisure craft. And we'll see if we can meet another... See if we meet one of the sisters and continue that silly quest that was introduced 2 videos ago. Whether we can or not, I guess we're going to be taking on other mark missions. Anyway, I can skip this, please. Are you the same ones as before? Oh shoot, it might be exactly the same crew as before. My brother's off keeping the peace in Damascus. Oh wow, there's a whole new set of goofy stuff to hear people say. Maybe not. See if they're selling me stuff. I doubt it. Nope. Alright, I think we can safely head for this rear cabin, and somebody can yell at me in the comments like, oh no, you missed an important side quest, but I believe we can probably just head right back here and see if it's the same person. Would you like me to show you your cabin? No thanks. Alright, I guess this is exactly the same ship because... well, they said there's 6 total, and we've talked to 1. So I'm thinking... now, Bina has has an aerodrome, even though apparently there's no flight from Bujerba to Naubina. So if you can fly from Rabanastre to Luger, to, like, Sky City Place, Rabanastre to Naubina, Rabanastre to the Imperial Capital eventually... then maybe Imperial Capital to Naubina. I'm just trying to think what the 6 different flights would be. So I think other than the Imperial Capital, we visited every city that's likely to actually have an aerodrome. So that's the docent. Probably over here would be eventually the counters that would allow you to fly to the Empire. Ah, here we go. Flights to Albina. Now, Albina is really not that far, but what the hell. Private cabin basically just means you go straight to not bothering with... you don't have to navigate around to the private cabin, which makes the trip actually end. Oh, Mr. Ranton, Mr. Nicole is first officer. I am Steward Chazelle. Isn't that still the same person, though? Maybe not. The Romantics. Rome Antics. First rule of adventure is to keep your eyes open. That's brilliant, buddy. The Romantics are people who travel the world seeking adventure, and their leader is named Grim. That might be a side quest, it might not. Yeah, we can buy different stuff from these shops. Buy some Prince's Kisses just for the hell of it. This store does not sell different stuff. There's a huge dungeon in Albina. Yeah, I already dealt with that one. Believe we're done with it forever. Your greatest enemy is your own carelessness. So the Romantics are just a bunch of guys who travel together. Okay. That's a thing. Usually think of I think of groups of people getting together and traveling. For some reason in my mind that's a thing that women do, like a girl trip. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's lots of guy trips traveling and they never invite me. Do you think it's because of the reconstruction in Albina? All the Seeker and Bang are on board. I mean, it's not helping me relax, I'll say that. Okay, well thank you for being racist against fictional races. I guess they're not fictional to you. Can't find my friend anywhere. Where's Grim? Migrant laborer. Give me B and I'm no mood to talk. I have a touch of air sickness. Oh, migrant laborer, eh? You a murderer or a rapist? I suppose some of you are nice people. Good people. Whatever it is. Boone Swoggled bookkeeper. I thought I contracted to be a keeper of books, but somehow they changed the agreement. They expect me to do heavy labor at the fortress. I don't know how, but they cheated me. I can't work under the sun like that. I won't. And the most vivid dream. Let's walk the true path on his mother's soul. Oh, it's this freaking sign. It's like, what is that? Are you Grim? No, you're a troubled passenger, though. I just don't feel like reading the dialogue right now. These are people who are traveling to rebuild Albina, I guess. There's a bohemian. She's a pretty silhouette of a man. We've heard of the Theodore the Highborn, I presume, the epic tale of romance and intrigue set against the backdrop of Albina Fortress. I think I'll soon walk the halls and byways of the novel. Okay. So I thought they said there was some leader of their group named Grimm. Or I'm losing my mind, or I just misread something. Blood runs cold. That's our leader standing over there by the window. Grim, strong, just like an... Oh, his name isn't Grim. He's described as Grim. I'm a goof. So this guy is their leader. Greatest enemy is your own carelessness. Okay, that's fine. I misinterpreted what was going on, made it a bigger thing than it was. It's fine. But then I guess you just have to fly every possible route, and then you will get... see, there's a creep talking to her, but they are identical. Identical creeps. Well, Albina coming up. Truth be told, and I have fond memories of this place. I just crossed the desert, it's not a guild on my name, barely made it there alive. Pretty girl found me, brought me a skin of the finest wine I ever drunk. Like an oasis on my lips, it was. It's a female banga, because I'm not even sure those exist. Venom I'm sent to Albina, petty offense. Turn it to luck. Dungeon talk has me worried. Mummer's farce. Here's one of the lesser rear shells. Let me think here. Oh, you must be that lad Randy mentioned the other day, dude. This is what, your second airship, brother? I doubt you have the funds to see this through, dude. We're sure to win, brother. I think I can afford the airship trips.
I might help you, sir. We have cabins available.
I have a letter from Anne.
From Anne, my sister Anne? Well, I'm Liddy. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now, you said you had a letter from me?
Yeah, get away from Hulk Hogan here.
Flowers this year, eh? I suppose that would make Mother happy. But what manner of glamour has you out delivering letters for my sister? Well, no matter. Here's the letter back. You've still some sister to go. Good luck. Don't explain to me or anything.
I bow to you, dude. Meanwhile, person who was behind the counter and doesn't look like me really has disappeared. Unless they did look like that, and I just couldn't angle the camera to see the long hair in the back. Alright, well, we're in Albina. I guess we might as well, even if I don't do them in this video, we'll talk to the people in this zone who have hunts for us to undertake. And to that end, let's go to the clan primer. So, now Albina Fortress. So one screen away, right in the middle. And up in the corner there. Oh, and this one, another one of the more dangerous ones, is actually here in the aerodrome. Zemadria. Sounded like a Moogle. No, 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 no. Headed it down. Let's escort you. Much of the fortress is off limits. Decline. Come back, should you decide to go into town, you'll need an escort. Interesting. I guess you're not actually able to get into the aerodrome from outside. Nice that this guy's willing to escort us, though. I tinkerant hand. Oh, you mean I tinkerant? That's a not terribly polite way of saying that I'm a Roma, as it were, in Ireland. Shy, Vanka. I'm here watching these goods for hours. You notice a lot of these Imperials are armed. Yeah, observing, right? That's my job. Oh, well, there's your one.
I have no business with small folk. Seek alms elsewhere. Oh, you're from Clan Centurio? How terribly rude of me. It's all just as I told Mont Blanc. My husband is stationed here, and I came to visit him with my precious little carrot. I went out for a stroll while waiting for my husband. I only let my eyes off her for a moment, and my precious little carrot ran away. She's always lived in the city. She must have longed for home, the poor dear. I'd given up on ever seeing her again. Then the other day, I overheard people talking about a beast preying on travelers. The description was uncanny. It must be her. This is true. I'm in a great deal of trouble. If they learned I was this beast's owner, a scandal. You must slay her with all haste.
Oh, great. Your beloved pet. I have to go murder it.
You accept my quest?
Sure.
My precious little carrot sprouted up in the Psycho Woods. The attacks have also set her to the Psycho Woods, so I'm certain she's there. She was ever a sensitive creature, timid as a mouse. I don't care how wild she may be. I know that if any creature nearby is slain, she'll go into hiding. Be sure of it. She was such a precious thing. Kill her quickly. I would not want her to suffer.
Great. I'm gonna go murder your pet. Here to work on the fortress, a word of the wise. Complain over much, and you'll be thrown into dungeons from which there can be no escape. You heard of someone escaping? Bah, nonsense. We work at the fortress walls. That's where I'm negotiating for better pay, but this guy's basically saying we're gonna get thrown in jail if we don't shut up. Yeah, I guess you need to, I guess this is like the door. Right then, this way. Go on, man. I guess that's just their excuse for the town map being teeny tiny, is that sections are off limits. Looking for the aerodrome. Alright. So up here somewhere is another person who wants us to murder someone or something. It's Morgan. Morgenstund hat golden Mund. Mighty young to be hunting marks, aren't you, boy? Very good for you, I say. I heard a party of adventurers who had recently passed through the barbarous Deadlands mentioned seeing a hellish golem. Please, nobody of us wants my home. I cannot bear to see it profane. So this golem, no, surely it is not. Would you kill this golem for an old man? Sure. As the spirit never loses. Now, as for this golem, it roams somewhere beyond tall grasses and a bank of thick fog. It is known as the Roblon. It was my son who... No, go down, take care. Go murder my son, much as you are about to murder that lady's pet. It's great. They're all so fucking thrilled. Hey, it's stonemason. I've gotten kind of used to the heat, you know. Is he a stonemason or not? Stonemason? I came here with my Sikh buddy to bring a friend out of dungeons, but my stupid buddy got mistaken for a stonemason, so here we are. Of course, we started getting good at work, and now the foreman thinks we're some elite crew. What are we doing? Presumably getting paid decent money. Or else, I guess you wouldn't still be here. Hey there, Imperial. Oh, I've heard rumors of the creatures that lurk on the lands around now behind our children's tales compared to the legendary fiends of Arcadia. For instance, you know that a great palace lies buried deep within the earth at the south of the capital? Well, within that palace, there sleeps a terrible worm. Frightening, isn't it? His name Mr. Wiggles the Worm. If it really exists, there's a fight best avoided. Let sleeping worms lie, as they say. What? An Albinite. Solarbanite. I'm looking for a named character who might actually be, Maybe Nalbanite is the guy. The horrible creature that lost a war with the gods lurks even now in the Mossforeign highways, says a local legend. Well, it might be one of the shopkeepers, I suppose. Or you. It's probably you. Well, you're the boy that I gave the fuse to down there in the passage. You come about my bill for the Atomos? That Atomos. So I guess we've met this guy before. He's the guy who gave us the fuse. That Atomos has got caravans stopped cold. Can't lay in any of the goods my customers want. And that's the death in my trade. That's why I want you to hunt it and kill it. Yes. That's what I wanted to hear. Let's get you the details so you can get out there and hunt. That dog will hunt. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. But just a while back, the Imperialists cordoned off the highway leading to the Mossforeign highways. See, they was out capturing as many Slaven Wilders as they could get their hands on. Army wanted, for some reason or another, off. Well, their hunt's over now, but it's sent this Atomos into a rampage, seeing as how they get on well with Slaven Welders. Who suffers? The caravans. The Imperials are the ones to blame, but pointing fingers don't solve problems. Kill the Atomos before things get out of hand, boy. Oh well. I was trying to end this video early, and my batteries are running out, so I guess we'll call it a video pretty soon. What I want to at least do, though, is save the game and maybe check and see what happens if we head for the Mossforeign highways now. Because although we came up on the checkpoint from behind once, this is really kind of the first point in the game where you're supposed to be doing this. But yeah, I'm okay with this one being a little short since the previous ones were a little long. It's all good, baby. And in fact, there just isn't anybody here now. Well, you're here. Mossforeign Highway is just a way down this road. Make your way across the highway and you'll come out in Sacredwood. Buy fauna of the starfruits you can find there. Now the blockade is down, I'm hoping that Air's cabin will bring some to town. That would be nice. I don't know. Do I want to try to take out one of these hunts before I quit out? These ones are not the high level ones. Yeah, this one should be fairly easy to deal with. Try to swing past. Just ramming into traps left and right. In my rush. I'm trying to knock this thing out real quick before the videos need to be ended. Because I'm thinking this one will be pretty straightforward. So we're running through the highways at extreme speed. It's just a big open roam around and fight stuff dungeon. Clay golems and Slaven Wilders, which I guess we're being hunted according to the plot, whatever. Oh man, I do need to call it a video. It's starting to lose my voice here a little bit. Alright, so we'll quick kill a mark and then call it a video. Alright, Humbaba. That's what you get for messing with Gilgamesh. We'll be meeting him later, possibly. He may or may not be showing up in this game. He's a recurring Final Fantasy character who sometimes shows up, sometimes don't. Got some black garb. Got some traditional African robes for Kwanzaa. Sorry. Alright, let's kill these guys if we're gonna kill them. I think this is our mark here. Okay, he's got Protect and Regen and Shell. So that's not going to make for a quick fight. Let's get rid of those. Actually, I'm curious. Is he even hostile towards us? He is. He starts out hostile. Okay. Like, before we think it's okay to attack him, I'm just curious. So we are going to dispel that, and then we are going to try to steal from him. And I think I will do my recurring, possibly useless thing of equipping the blood sword for a couple of turns. And I'm realizing now that I'm not actually going to end up ending this video early, am I? Now that we're engaged in a fight with this thing. Oh, blood sword actually worked. And we got a Gemini gem. And a close-up of Fran's butt. So this is all just working out great here. Alright, let's get you back to using your best gear. Oh, I don't even know if it's worth playing around with other magics. I guess I can try to cast poison once or twice, but probably could just speed this thing up and just kill it. Oh, it used Purify, so it's no longer... It is immune to harmful status effects, so... That's an interesting power that this enemy has. Well, it doesn't seem to be much of a threat. It does have some ability to protect itself from status ailments, and it was able to remove bleed. It's casting Shell, but we're not using magic on it. It's mostly dead. Whatever, let's just finish this. It is probably immune to... Yeah, I'm going to say it's immune to Poach because it's this one-time only enemy. But we vanquished Atomos. It is still possible for me to call this video just a little early if I just quit now and off-screen get to a safe point. So, when we come back, folks, I guess we will go report the defeat of Atomos, if I remember. It depends on whether I record any more of this game tomorrow or if I switch over to Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a decent chance 10 videos from now, I'll suddenly realize, oh, we never actually reported our victory over Atomos. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.